Hello everyone, and welcome to the rerun review. This is 4877 Rahaga Norik and 4878 Rahaga Bomonga, released by LEGO in the winter of 2005. So yep, we are here, kicking off with 2005 Web of Shadows. Right, so here we are with the Rahaga. The storyline behind these guys is that they have travelled to Metro Nui in search of the Mask of Light, and just come across the city, which is now under, they've come across the Tower Hordiga, which have just been mutated by the Visrak, and joining them in the Great Rescue to save the Matoran and bring them back to the island of Metro Nui. So that's the story behind these guys, and they were actually mutated Tower themselves before they got reverted back, but that happens later on. So yep, we've got Norik here, who is the leader of the Rahaga, pretty much, the Rahaga of Fire, and we've got Bomonga here, which is the the Rahaga of Earth. Yeah, I guess so, because he was the Tower of Fire and he was the Tower of Earth. But anyway, so that's the Rahaga. So that's it for the storyline. So let's get to the box. So as you can see, we've got Rahaga Bomonga, Norik here. They came with the boxes because not these brand new. We've got 4877. We've got Norik there in Metro, BIONICLE, www.bionicle.com. We've got the Rahaga spinner being shown there. LEGO. That's the function. The Rahaga spinner. We've got the Rahaga function. The Knoka Club code, the other Rahaga, and the two combination models. Now it did come with the instructions as well and the poster, but that one's falling apart, so I'm going to show this one instead. So this is Bomonga. This is the other Rahaga. You see he's in like another part of Metro Nui, only Metro probably. Rahaga Bomonga, LEGO. We've got the Rahaga function being advertised on the back. The Knoka Club code for him, the Rahaga, and the combination models. So that's the boxes in quite good condition. And let's get to Bomonga's instructions, because as with all the small sets so far, the instructions as a poster. So as you can see there, we have Metro Nui in the background, covered with the green webbing because it's Web of Shadows. You see I've got like, all the green mist and everything. It's dark and miserable. Yeah, the city's been destroyed and everything. But interesting enough here, you'd realise that, well, you probably realise that these are totally different names to what is shown on the box, so that's interesting. These are probably like the concept names before they changed it. Well, as you can see, you've got the Metro Nui skyline, BIONICLE, www.bionicle.com, and you've got the Rahaga there, in front of the ruined city, which so you've got the Visrak webbing there as well, being Web of Shadows. And on the back, just the instructions, which are 2005, so not the best quality, but there we go. Anyway, right, so let's get back to the sets. So here we have it. Rahaga Norik here, he has 27 pieces and Bomonga has 28 pieces, either way. So Norik here has got a Metro red, dark grey, black and silver colour scheme with a little bit of orange. And Bomonga here has mainly black, dark grey, silver, again with a bit of orange colour scheme, so consistent. But it's interesting how this guy, Norik here, has Metro red connectors but black connectors for the hands. That doesn't make much sense. Now you have the Rahaga here, which we'll get to in a moment. So that is the main function actually with the Rahaga now. So if you pull the whipcord back, the Rahaga goes flying, it gets launched. And they do have codes on the Rahaga here as well. You see there's the code. And you put them in, you would enter those into bionicle.com, I believe. Something like that. But let's just show that one last time. That was better. You actually see it fine that time. So yeah, they launch really well and they go quite far, which is really fantastic, and that is the main gimmick for this year. So you're going to see that a lot. I'm going to see that across the entirety of 2005. They are also the main collectible for this year. So yeah, we've got one there in Metro red. That's the rest of them. So You know, I got the Metru Red Baroque foot. These pieces, which I've seen used before these, well, before these guys, these were used on the Metru Torn, so I'm guessing that's where they came from. I got the connector pieces in Metru Red, another one of these Metru Torn limbs, or whatever these pieces are. I've got the black connector piece, the Turok staff, from the Varkshi of the red Varkshi staff, the Turok staff. You've got this piece, which is used to connect the Rahaga to the rest of the body. You've got this 3 long beam. You've got these other Technic pieces, some more Technic pieces, and then that connects to a Varkshi head in Metru Red, which is interesting because it makes him look villainous, but he's not a villain, so that's an interesting look. And on the other side, you've got the same. So that's the construction. As for the articulation, you've got 2 points in the leg, 2 points in the arms, and the head can turn from side to side. So the legs, well, this is one downside, the legs do look weird, and if you try and give them a normal look, you get that, and yeah, that's not great. So the legs stick out a bit. They are very restrictive, they are not very popular sets, and they, apart from the gimmick, they are quite boring. As for Rahaga Bomonga here, he has the Vorak staff and the black Rakshi head. They are good parts packs though, because the Metru pieces, you know, the Metru Rakshi head, Metru Red Rakshi head is cool. As for Bomonga here, he has a silver Rahaga spinner, and if you noticed, the box shows a black one, because there was a variant with a dark stone grey one later on. So that's interesting. Here, the Rahaga does not match the colour scheme, which is another downside. But yeah, that's the Rahaga. Overall, they were better as the Rahaga, and their sets as the Rahaga are much more interesting. Only 2 of them get a Rahaga set. But they are quite restrictive, and they've got these strange orange pieces, and they just look weird, and they have Varkshi heads, so which means nothing for the story. So yeah, that's it for them. Next will be, join me next time for the Visvac Sukarak. See you all there. Bye for now.